Welcome back to CNBC Reports. Here again is Dennis Neal.
We're going to be talking about Hillary's big blow-up in a few minutes. But first, bonus bashing. Isn't it just a wonderful, popular pastime among politicians and the public? Now, though, that sentiment is creeping into our court system. Federal Judge Jed Rakoff is refusing to sign off on a deal between government and Bank of America. Now, that SEC settlement calls for BofA to pay the feds $33 million in fines for not disclosing $3-point-something billion in bonuses to former Merrill Lynch employees. Did the judge overstep his bounds, or is he right to deny the settlement? With us, Al Angrisani, Assistant Labor Secretary under President Reagan and author of Win One for the Shareholders, and Deborah Danielson, founder of the Danielson Financial Group. They're both with us tonight. Thanks for being here. You know, Al, I talked to a securities lawyer today who said this is extremely rare. I've never seen a federal judge do this in an SEC settlement, and the guy clearly is way out of bounds. What do you say?
Of course he is, Dennis. This all starts at the top. This is the anti-free enterprise, anti-business mentality that's running through the administration and the Congress right now, and you're finding it seeping its way all the way down into the legal system. And it all started with throwing out the rule book on the auto industry and sticking it to the bondholders, and now we're basically looking for any excuse we can to stick it to anybody that's in business.
Deborah, what do you say?
I agree. I think that people forget that Merrill Lynch employees are that. They're employees. They're not entrepreneurs. When they signed on for a job, they had specific tasks that they were to do. And it wasn't to make Merrill Lynch a profit. And part of their bonuses were a part of their compensation package, which they should be entitled to if they have done what they need to do.
Right. Do you think, though, that they should be punished? Everyone keeps saying, but they did a bad job, and so therefore they don't deserve bonuses. And then they want all of the employees punished, even the ones who didn't do the particular bad job, Deborah.
You know, I don't think those particular employees did a bad job. I think they're putting Wall Street, you know, throwing out the baby with the bathwater. Those employees, if they met their obligation and did what they needed to do in their job, unless their job was specifically making Merrill Lynch a profit, they did their job and they should be paid their compensation.
Well, with traders, I'm certain that certainly is their job, is to make a profit. Al, do you think this kind of bonus backlash, can it end up hurting the recovery? I keep feeling like we could have a better recovery than people think here if something like this doesn't get in the way.
Absolutely, Dennis. 63% of Americans are shareholders, and they're watching all this go back and forth. And I'm telling you, my advice to those shareholders is shareholders beware, caveat emptor. This is going to turn into a very serious problem that's going to undermine the equity markets, can undermine confidence in the recovery. And furthermore, it's showing the people that we really haven't solved the fundamental problems that got us to where we are. This is just a rush to judgment against business rather than a logical way to sort the problems out and get business back on the path to recovery.
All right. Thanks very much for being with us tonight. Have a great evening. And next up, Hillary Clinton's African tantrum. Don't miss it.
In the summer of '69, one small town had no idea it was about to host the party of the century.
The Woodstock Nation.
Think anyone will come?
No.